Good morning. What's going on, everyone? It's your friend, Instructor Saint, aka Way Beyond Blessed, coming at you on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Guess what? April 1st, 2020. Unfortunately, due to the coronavirus this year, we have decided to postpone April Fool's joke. We could make funny videos, but all the pranksters out there, jokes are being put on hold. So hopefully next year, 2021, the pranksters could come out with their 2020, you know, April Fool's jokes, and then maybe towards the end of 2021, they could come up with their 2021 April Fool's jokes to give you guys a good laugh. But let me get to the point. So last night at work, I was talking to one of my supervisors. He's a lieutenant. I have two different supervisors when I work my shift from Tuesday night to Wednesday nights, and then Wednesday night to Thursday nights. Every other week, I have this supervisor on Wednesday night till Thursday night. So last night, you know, um, Tuesday night to Wednesday night. Well, Wednesday morning, which is right now. Um, we went out. He brought me to the Dunkin' Donut. I wanted to get some coffee, and wanted to get some donut for some of the other coworkers and stuff like that. And on the way to and from, we were talking. He's also an investor. He invests as well. So I was telling him about one of the platforms that I use to invest in startup companies. I kind of was sharing the knowledge with him, and he sounded pretty interested. Went on my phone, kind of show him my, pretty much my account, like some of the investments that I have, and he's like, "Oh, I'm interested." So I was able to send him a friend request link, which he signed up, and then he's gonna be doing his own research. Like I always tell people, do your own research. Tell me, hey, do your own research, see the different companies they have there, whatever you're interested in. You decide what you want to do. So my job was just to share the knowledge. What he does with that knowledge, that's pretty much up to him, not up to me. But anyways, um, and then he was telling me a story how before, by the way, before I even start, I want to make the disclosure that I have no affiliation with Amazon at all. I'm only using them as per the conversation and the purpose of this video. So I'm not advertising for them. I have no affiliation, no investments, no stocks, none of that stuff in them. Just for knowledge base only. So I just wanted to make sure I put that disclosure out there in the beginning so everybody just know. So he was telling me how when Amazon first started back like in 1997, he had someone that he knew that knew the individuals that were working at Amazon, particularly the owner. So um, he kind of knew them, and he had investment. I think he told me the person had about 300 share in Amazon, and the person came to him and told him, "Hey, listen, do you want to, buy a share in this company? Like, I know the people, blah 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 blah." At the time he was like, what? And then he was like, "Wait, what? What company is this?" Nah, I'm not good. Yeah, nah, I'm good. So he turned it down. So, and then he was telling me how he kind of regret that decision because, he had the opportunity, to actually had own a few share um, in Amazon, but he turned it down. Now, Amazon's almost like what, $2,000 a share. So you do the math. That's like years ago, and now, you know, he's looking at it. He could have been banking, the amount of shit that the guy was offering. He could have been banking a good like 27 plus $1,000 today. The guy wasn't offering a lot of share, but even that small amount, would have still make him that much money. And I think all he had to spend was about $1,000. He said he had the money back then. He just didn't know nothing about the company. He wasn't interested. It just didn't sound like something that he thought was really gonna, be successful. So what's my point? Well, I've had conversation with a lot of people about investment and stuff like that. And a lot of people's like, well, investing is a risk. There's a chance you could lose your money, this and this and this and that. You're right. I'm not gonna lie. I say it's not a risk. It is a risk. Investment is a risk. But anything in this life pretty much is a form of investment. Either you invest in your time, you invest in your money, you invest in your energy, or you invest in all three. Case scenario: if you decided to have a particular degree, okay, you're gonna invest your time, energy, and money to keep going to class and complete all the assignments, and make sure you pay all the fees to have per se that particular degree. A lot of people are saying, a lot of people, and especially those in the middle class and the lower class, always posting videos about materialistic products that they buy, like shoes and clothes, and they're bragging and hey, look at me, I got this $1,000 jacket or shoes or sneakers. You know, that of itself is a form of investment. So you invest in the money, but the only thing is that investment is not getting anything in return. So imagine if they took that money, say 500, 700, 800, $1,000. They took it, they invested in startup companies, or they invested in the stock market. You know, yeah, it's still a risk. When you go buy, say, a pair of kicks that's costing $700, $800, you still taking a risk because it can get destroyed, it could get, it could be stolen or something could happen. So it is still a risk. You're still taking a risk by buying it. Even when you purchase a vehicle, it's still a risk. Could get stolen, could catch on fire, could get other type of damage, could get something could happen. So you still are investing and risking your money. So instead of taking that money, buying the clothing and the shoes and the this and that you don't really need, just spend all this money on these things. Why not take that money and invest it in companies, and then have a greater opportunity from you actually making a profit off that money? You know, like I was telling my boss, look at the stock market. There was a lot of stock back then. When I first opened, my account, didn't have that much knowledge. Didn't really spend a lot of time doing research and all that stuff. So I bought a lot of penny stocks. Dumb decision. Learn from your mistakes. So I learned. So now I spend a lot of time investing my time in doing research and then watching videos, doing like a lot of readings and stuff like that to up my knowledge, up my skills. So, you know, it's like sometimes people they don't understand. There's like sometimes like especially those that particular that believe and follow a particular faith. They pray a lot. For blessings. They pray for things to happen, but a lot of times you get the answer, but not the way you're expecting. Case scenario, like just the other day I was thinking about this, is that um, the job that I'm working at right now, times like when I wanted to get something done, you know, and I'll pray some way somehow is always a lot of overtime just out of nowhere, just available, and just like boom, just out of nowhere, a lot of overtime. I work, make the money, take care of what I need to take care of. So because I think a lot of time when people expect when they pray, they're expecting for God to come down from heaven and hand them over this stack of money and say, "Oh yeah, God answered my prayer." But in reality, He answered the prayer other ways that we just refuse to look at. You know, and I think this time right now in this crisis where we all have to stay home, it's really a good time to really start doing a lot of research. The internet is a great tool. You could do a lot of Google search and stuff like that. You could watch a lot of videos. There's a lot of companies on social media, Instagram, Facebook, all these different, social media platform are available, and they have companies, that pretty much put videos and pictures and all these different things on there to help you gain the knowledge that you need. You know, I'm an angel investor, and the way I found out about this is through doing a lot of research, and I came across this particular person's page, and he had a YouTube videos, and I was watching the YouTube videos. From that videos, he said a couple of things, and I went and did my own research, blah 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 blah, and that's how I came about with pretty much that knowledge. So you probably wondering to yourself, what is an angel investor? So on my tablet here, kind of screen kind of bright, but I have it up already, and did a couple of Google search, to kind of give you an idea of some of the things I'm talking about. So it's pretty much based on the Google search that I did about an angel investor. So what they say is angel investors are wealthy individuals who invest in small companies hoping that one of them become the next Google, Facebook. Now, this is before where that was available to the super rich and those that were making a six-figure income. People that was like, making a lot of money. But as I keep on looking, and then it got the up-to-date, definition, and is an individual who invests his or her own money. That's what you do when you buy stock into an entrepreneurial company, so a startup company, or like a stock and stuff like that. Originally a term used to describe investor in a broader way. Sure, so that's what before that was the term came from before that. But now angels are now referred to anyone who invests his or her own money pretty much in companies. So you buy stock, you're an investor. But if you buy like shares in companies before they go public, you're like an angel investor. So that's like before the company go out there, they hit big before they go in the stock market. So you had the chance to pretty much invest in there, and pretty much that's what you will be considered as an angel investor. So and so pretty much when a company goes on the market, they have an IPO. Um, so the IPO, pretty much what it is, you know, um, it's an initial public offering, referred to the process of offering a share of a private corporation to the public in a new stock. Um, in a new stock, public shares allow a company to raise capital from public investor. They will also choose an exchange in which the share will be issued and subsequently trade publicly. So when you hear that a company gone public, that's what I pretty mean. That's what I mean pretty much. So before the company went public, they were pretty much a startup company, and a lot of people don't have that knowledge because back then, like I say, it was the super rich that have knowledge about these companies. The Googles and the Amazon. So these are people that probably know somebody, or they probably went to a bank, or whatever case scenario is. They say, hey, I'm trying to start up a company. Would you be interested in investing in that company? So they present their sales pitch, about the companies, the dreams, the goal, what they see the company is going to be like in the future, and then particularly those individuals probably have their friends who are also making six figures or probably already millionaires. Say, hey, I came across this person. They have a really great idea. You should probably listen to them. You should invest in their company. So with now with laws and stuff like that, the law changes now where the average person like you and me, who's not making a six-figure income on the high end, we could literally invest in these companies for as little as $50. you know and the beautiful thing about it is when these companies succeed, you literally are making 1,000+% on your investment. That's a beautiful thing. So you guys should really think about it. I'm gonna have more videos to come. Unfortunately, the videos can be longer than 15 minutes. So I'm gonna make another video to pretty much continue touching base on this, and I'm gonna speak about different things here to kind of help you guys out. So see you guys in a few.